From the trucks throwing up dirt in Eldora to the winding turns of Watkins Glen International, I'll be covering it all this week on the Checkered Flag. The NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series took on Eldora Speedway to race on dirt this week. Chase Briscoe won stage 1 and 2, but Stuart Friesen picks up his first win and brings it to victory lane and locks himself into this year's playoffs. Here we have the Truck Series playoff grid. You see Brett Moffitt, Ross Chastain, Johnny Sauter, Friesen, Austin Hilt, and Tyler Ankrum locked in. Grant Enferger's locked in as long as he starts the race, and Matt Crafton above the cut line by 63. So Ben Rhodes, Harrison Burton will have their work cut out for them because they'll need to win this weekend in order to lock themselves into this year's playoffs. Xfinity Series took on Watkins Glen this weekend in a thrilling race featuring Austin Cindric showing up in victory lane. Kyle Busch dominated the race early. He started on the pole, led all of stage 1 and won stage 1. Then in the second stage, he had suspension issues, which caused his day to get a lot tougher. AJ Allmendinger ended up winning stage 2 and led most of stage 3, and Austin Cindric caught him due to a lot of late race cautions in that race. And Cindric was able to chase him down on fresh tires and win the race. This is the first of his career, and I think there's many more to come for him. Now we're going to take a look at the points for the Xfinity Series. Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, Michael Andretti, Chase Briscoe are all locked into this year's playoffs. Justin Allgaier is 310 points above the cut line, which the cut line for the Xfinity Series is not as tight as the Truck Series or the Cup Series at that. It's real close in Cup. Gray Galding's 102 below the cut line, and Jeremy Clements is 148. Jeremy Clements won a few years at Road America, so if he sneaks into the playoffs with a win at one of these road courses coming up, I would not be surprised to see that team up there. The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series was in Watkins Glen this week, and in back-to-back goes Chase Elliott as he edges out Martin Truex Jr. for the second year in a row. Chase Elliott started on the pole, won stage 1, won stage 2, won the race. The clean sweep of the weekend, as well as topping practice 2, which was final practice this weekend at the Glen. The race was action-packed. A lot of tempers flaring. William Byron versus Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace versus Kyle Busch. At the end of stage 1, William Byron went to go tap on the back of Kyle Busch's car. Kyle might have hit the brakes a little bit, damaging the front of Byron's car and basically not ending his day, but adding some damage and adding some trouble for that 24 team to get back to the front. Overall, the race was really good. Blaney and Jimmy got into it as well. Blaney kind of gave Jimmy the bumper in the carousel and made Jimmy go around, ended his day, put him in an even tighter point situation. He's going to be tied at the cut line with Ryan Newman, so that battle is going to be very interesting to watch in the coming weeks. But fans went crazy. Chase Elliott said Watkins Glen's starting to feel like a second home to him when he comes here. The fans are always good. He just feels at home up there in upstate New York, so I think the fans up there want to see even more wins from Chase Elliott, like his dad, a road course ace. Now we're going to take a look at the 2019 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoff grid. You see Kyle Busch, Truex, Keselowski, Hamlin, Logano, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, and Alex Bowman all locked into this year's playoffs. But the points battle is very tight. Eric Almirola sitting there in 10th and 96 points above the cut line. Still not completely safe, but a good cushion at that. Ryan Blaney, 89 points above the cut line. William Byron, a full race ahead of the cut line. So, one mistake could still end his chances. Eric Jones, 54 points above it. Kyle Larson, 46. And here's where it gets close. The battle between Clint Bowyer, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, and Daniel Suarez, I think will be something to watch the rest of the season. I think it's going to be between Jimmy Johnson and Ryan Newman getting that final playoff spot. I think Clint Bowyer's going to be good, and Kyle Larson's going to be good. But I think Paul Menard and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. are going to need points or wins to get into this year's playoffs, which is going to be tough. Paul Menard's run fairly well, not great. He's a top 10 here and there. And Ricky Stenhouse, I think this package really fits him. So this week at Michigan could be good for him with his aggressive driving style in this package. Thank you for watching the Checkered Flag. I'll be back in 2 weeks to recap everything that happens down in Bristol. Y'all have a good one.